shit. Yeah. That right there, I was just testing the seal to see if it's still working. And this bracket right here, I had to cave it in with a hammer so it could stay in. This thing was actually leaking. I had changed the seal on this side. It didn't work, but for some strange reason it's starting to work now. Because it used to leak. But anyway, I'm gonna get the mechanic to change that out. Even though it is working, I don't feel like leaving it on there. So yeah, I did leave air brakes and I forgot to pull it out. But anyway, I did it because I was testing it. This part right here, it had a smaller one in there. So I threw that out and put mines in. So I'm gonna get this piece right here taken off later on. They said they want me to pick up the next load. I just got empty. So I'm gonna pick up the next load in Romeoville again. But it's too early. It's too early, so I'm gonna pick it up in I'm just right next to Romeoville. I'm just right behind Dick's Sporting Goods and Target. So I'm fixing to go ahead and I'm gonna leave after 2 o'clock because they said that's the earliest time that they got me going back over. No, I mean, let me start over. I'm confusing. I came from South, what do you call it? Sioux City, South Dakota, with this popcorn load. Yeah, popcorn, American popcorn. Oh shit, you're not gonna believe this. You're not gonna believe this. Last night, for the second time in my life, in my 22-year history of driving tractor trailers, only twice, I got an overweight ticket and I got charged. I just got charged $500, man. I tried to make it less. I tried to beg the DOT officer. He said he'll give me an extended date. He'll give me an extended date to, take care of it. But at the same time, while I'm still existing on this job right here, that Volvo that y'all saw in the bushes, the mechanic said within 2 months from now, he said he's gonna put that truck he's gonna have that truck ready. I think he means ready within 2 months, or maybe starting it in 2. No, you're gonna have it ready, but within 2 months. They already got rid of 2 trucks sitting in the bushes, 2 additional trucks, 2 of our trucks. Other ones that were sitting in the bushes not being used, yeah, they got taken. And my boss was there talking to the mechanic and laughing. and said, we almost took yours too, you know. We almost forgot about you. We forgot that you wanted to buy a truck. And I said, yeah, that's the one I want. So they're saving that one for me anyway. So this is what's happening. I wouldn't mind telling you what mark I am at in my savings, but I'd rather keep my mouth shut. I calculated and guessed. Well, you could say I calculated pretty easy because I'm getting straight 1,200, somewhere between 1,200 and 300 paychecks, right? Depends on what load or whatever I land on. But it's the usual. Sioux City, South Dakota to Romeoville, Illinois, back and forth, etc. So I calculated the amount of weeks that's in this month and the amount of weeks in the next month of each paycheck. It came somewhere close to or over $10,000 extra. That's right. It came close to $10,000 within 2 months. But that doesn't mean it will be, because I just got a $500 charge from DOT last night, right in Davenport. What was it? I-80 going east, going south. I-80 going south towards I-80 east. Right there, I got charged. I guess I got my balls busted. I got my lesson learned. That's my second overweight ticket since 2020. When I was on Western Express old truck, the 2017 Volvo that they used to have. In 2020 somewhere, I had an overweight ticket to Maryland coming off I-83 South. Somewhere from Maryland going south towards DC, and right there was a scale. I know I got charged $150 for being overweight on the axle, and then now in Illinois it's $500. My boss man did tell me that it usually costs $400, like if you're overweight, but he's right anyway. This time it's $5. But here's an additional thing. While I'm here pacing around talking, here's an additional thing I learned. I asked the DOT officer last night if it's gonna go against my insurance. He said nah. Neither is it gonna go against the company, neither is it gonna go on my driver's license. It's not gonna go on my PSP report either. He said it's not gonna be on my PSP report. They got some kind of benefits thing for truck drivers. That's pretty fantastic. That's pretty good. He said it's not gonna go on my PSP report. It's not gonna go on the trucks, the company's insurance, you know, when they monitor you on the camera and see if you're speeding, how many violations they collect to see if you're qualified for another job, you know, that kind of thing. It's not gonna go on the insurance. It's not gonna go against the company. It will come out of my pocket, the cost though. And there won't be any tickets on my driver license. No overweight tickets. Well, that doesn't count anyway. But here's one thing. The only thing it will affect is your credit, is my credit. Like, he said, hold up for a second. I heard something. I think it's a bell that's knocking. Let me go check. Oh, I'm right here trying to shoot a video. I don't want nobody messing with me. Let me double check. So far, alright. I guess it was just a bell that was knocking. Alright. It will affect your credit though, if you don't pay the ticket on time. He even gave me an extended explanation. He said, if I refuse to pay for it, or if I don't pay it on time, let's say they give me to pretty much, of course, exactly March 25th, right? He said the farthest extended date he could give me. Let's say if I go past March 25th and keep on going another week, that's when he said it will go on your credit. It will go against your credit report. Like, You might not be qualified to buy another truck or like finance another truck or lease. You're not able to buy a car at a dealership. I don't know if that will affect it, but he said something about credit card. It can affect your credit or something like that. Or neither are you eligible to buy a house. You cannot lease a house, buy a house. No, he didn't mention that, but I'm just telling you. I'm telling you what kind of credit I'm talking about, or what he's talking about. You can't buy a house, you can't rent an apartment, you might not be eligible. I don't know if maybe the system decided to go in that direction because truck drivers are having it too bad, man. So it looks like, I don't know, he says it varies. I guess maybe I'm lucky because I'm in the state of Illinois. Even though I'm buying this truck, my first semi-truck in my entire life in the state of Illinois, I'm thinking I might want to move up here anyway. No, I haven't made a complete decision yet. I can't make up my mind. Excuse me. It's more like I had Texas in mind because I used to live there. I know y'all saw my driver's license when I was in Fort Worth, when I was just sitting in the truck talking to y'all on shooting a video that dark night. And I showed y'all my driver's license, my Texas license, because I got proof and evidence I used to live there. So I might go back to Texas, or move there, or I might come back to Illinois, because I did once lived in Rockford, Illinois for like 1 month. I first moved there and stayed in Rockford, Illinois for 1 month, and then decided to get up and leave and try Texas. And that's when I stayed in Texas for 3 years. I actually moved to Houston, and I lived at, Seminar 550. 555 Seminar Drive, Greens Road, and then the other one was Salado at City View. The apartment complex is Greens Road. Same Greens Road, different section. So all I gotta say is, man, it's not really nice, but maybe it might teach me a lesson not to ignore things. Well, not to ignore, to forget. The thing is, when I was at that popcorn place, I usually get it right, but I underestimated it. So, anyway, he told me to go ahead and get back in the truck and slide a tandem. So I did. I slided 10 holes backwards, and it was perfect. It was like 32 even. But anyways, all I could say is that I'm gonna compensate for the mistakes. I got this $115 speeding ticket I need to take care of. They say it's due March 3rd. So now I just gained an overweight ticket, March 25th. Well, all I gotta say is I'm gonna walk into my boss's office and see if he could keep me at a stable pace. I'm gonna just ask him to keep on a stable. I believe I could knock that $500 out and an extra $100. I could still buy that truck within 2 months. It's not gonna affect me that much. The only problem is, what's really messing with me is it shouldn't have happened. This is my second overweight ticket in my entire life since the last 22 years. My first overweight ticket that came out of my pocket was 2020, driving Western Express truck. And my second one in my entire life is this last truck company, this third truck company, the foreign truck company, and $500. But anyways, I ain't the only one, because my brother is also a truck driver. He knows a lot more than me though. He knows the ins and outs, the rules. But he said he also had X amount of weight tickets. He said he maxed out over 1,000. Like he had paid $1,000 once or twice. I don't know. Anyway, I'm right here trying to get my exercise. I don't feel like standing up in one spot. But you see, the problem was me. I got minor health issues because of my kidney infection back in 2013. When I had nephrotic syndrome, my kidneys were spilling protein, right? So it stashed away water. Even though it healed most of the way, I pulled away from the medication too soon. So whenever I stand up in one spot, my legs start to swell up. So I might as well keep walking, you know. That's what used to happen when it was completely infected. So it's like I gotta keep moving. If I stand up in one spot, my legs will get tight, they get swell up. So whenever I get the chance, I'll go back and get some more prednisone and some stomach blocker. And I'll finish taking the medication for my kidneys again. And then I'll heal it completely. I don't have to worry about water stashing underneath my skin anymore. But anyway, man, I don't like the $500. And before that, I told y'all that I had a $700 charge from, I don't know if I should tell y'all, Green Dot Towing in West Chicago, Illinois. Just about 2 to 3 miles away from my company's truck terminal or home headquarters. $700 came out a couple of months ago, about 3 to 4 months ago, right after I started this job. As soon as I started, about 3 to 4 weeks later, $700 came out of my pocket. I was sitting behind the building where the loading dock is at, and I still got charged. And I even watched about 3 to 4 more other trucks getting nailed by two tow truck drivers. I was watching them while I was there doing the transaction to get the boot lock off of my truck. I saw, hold on for a second. Yeah, excuse me. I saw another truck getting charged, and then I looked towards my left. I saw another truck getting charged when I was coming out, when I was leaving the scene, after I'd paid the fine. $700, man. So now, what do I do with this? It don't make any sense paying a lawyer to get rid of that weight ticket, right? It could be another whopping $500 to start. And if they bring it down to like $200 or $300, you might as well say I'm paying a lot more money. I'm just gonna pay for the $500 out of my pocket and just get it over with. But anyway, it's like it's supposed to be another $10,000 in 2 weeks. It's not gonna happen. Not just because of the $500, because of other additional things. I gotta pay for expenses as well. I mean, food expenses. Plus, I have to. Oh yeah, the collections agency for Ohio Health, because I had that, kidney situation. The water started packing up under my skin. My legs swelled up. I had a bobtail Western Express truck over to a hospital in Columbus, Ohio, and they gave me a ultrasound. I still gotta finish paying them. Plus, I gotta pay Tallahassee, the hospital visit, because I had a stomach ulcer or something like that. But anyways, I'll catch up to that. It ain't no problem with me saving and stashing up money and getting what I want. It's just a problem when my money goes into the wrong direction and I can't tell. I just don't feel what kind of curse I'm getting. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I can reach it. It's not going to be 10. It should be. It's supposed to be. But because of the expenses now, I'm going to guess and assume it's going to be another 7,000 then. Maybe wait a minute. Hold on. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's going to be another $8,000 the next 2 months. $8,000. It should be. You see the lowest, it should be 7. The highest, It should be. It should be 9. It should be somewhere between 8 or 9. I'm guessing it's gonna be 8. The lowest would be 7,000. The highest should be 8,000 next month. By the time I reach that high, whatever they spend on that truck, it should be nice and done. He said he's not really going by. He's not going by what the truck is worth. He said he doesn't really care about the cost of the parts. He just sounds like he said he's going by the way he feel about me or the way I work or something. He said he's going by something else. It's like, it seems like he doesn't give a damn about the price of the truck. He doesn't give a damn about the amount of parts or labor he's gonna put into it. He sounds shy, like he doesn't want to tell me how much he thinks it's worth. He said, you know, I'm starting to think, oh well, I guess if you don't really care, I don't think I want to snatch somebody's truck for free and just pay them what, $5,000 or $6,000. That's not gonna look good. I mean, that's gonna hurt my conscience. I think, you know, I want to stretch it somewhere up to 18 grand if I could help it. But I'll say, let it stay at 15 or 10, 13 or something like that. It's not, I mean, minus the exempt the engine overhaul for right now. I'll buy it as is, reconditioned, and then after that, I told him later on, if I stick around, you know, like if I stick around long enough on the job, I'll come back for an engine overhaul, a minor engine overhaul, not all the way through, not all the internal parts, but just the major ones. I'm gonna try to go after that. But there's something else I had to say. Oh, you know what I had in mind? Maybe I shouldn't really say it, but I guess I might as well make this video worthwhile if I had something to say. This is what happened. I can't just go own authority right after I buy this truck. It's not that simple. I thought about it. The amount of horror stories I'm getting from various people, especially my boss, he knows too much about it. He knows the ins and outs of everything. It's more like, to tell you the truth, you know, y'all heard me mention when I was there, when I was driving for Western Express, you saw me shooting the videos. You heard me said, I'm gonna use Western Express truck to go on authority. Yes, that was possible. I mean, that's what I had in mind. It could have went that way. But the thing is, what was I gonna say? I'm not familiar with going owner-operator. Oh, wait a minute. Lease purchase is owner-operator. It's something like it, but you don't own it. Yeah, that's a different story. All right. At one point, maybe I might have said, as soon as I get my personal truck, I'm going to go own authority. It's not that simple. Yeah, I did say that I was going to stay on the same company truck right here and stash money up and let the other truck sit in the storage. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I got something better in mind. Yeah, that's what I had in mind. The truck that's hooked up to this trailer right now that I've been driving since I got hired. I'm thinking of staying in this truck, pulling this trailer, continue to save my money, and then go on authority. And that black Volvo that you all saw in the bushes should stay in the public storage. It should stay in storage, right? Yeah, that's a good idea. Guess what? The second best idea is going to be half worse. I don't know how to explain myself. It's going to be either worse or it's going to be much better. It's either one of the two. I'm thinking I might want to switch into the owner-operator department on this job. Come after this white truck, this white Kenworth right here, and go into my Volvo that's sitting in the bushes and do owner operator, and this way I get more pay. Well, fuel and everything is coming out of my pocket, right? Except maybe mechanic work. Yes, the mechanic can cut me some slack. This guy is not like an ordinary American truck job. He's not even like Advanced Transportation Systems, the one, when I used to drive a 2019 Cascadia. Nah, this guy is different. He is friggin' down to earth. Something like it's more like, as embarrassing as it is, it's like I'm adopted. I feel like I'm adopted. That's what it is. But I ain't gonna get into that, okay? It's just a little bit too personal. He's treating me like a family. That's the way he likes it. So I respect that. But so it's just like my second option, in case the first option doesn't work, because boss man doesn't like me making certain mistakes on the job. I'm tired of hearing him get pissed off. I'm tired of hearing him get pissed. I'm tired of hearing that, like, if I take a certain route, he's complaining about the fuel and stuff. I'm thinking maybe I might want to do him a favor so he can relax more and still work for him. So the thing is, I don't know how the freight's gonna going owner operator, because he did tell me a lot of horror stories about owner operators selling their trucks and going company and this and that, and people who used to lease from Freightliner, they sent the brand new trucks back to Freightliner, and the used ones, they sent them back to the dealership. Put it this way, I did not like owner operator anyways, and I don't want to go company. But unless if it's a European truck job or some foreign truck job, yes, I don't mind going company just to get out of a situation. And it is working so far. It's working fantastic. It's not all that clean and pretty, but it's working. I'm coming out of it. But the owner operator side scares me to death. I feel like another number inside of the ocean. I feel like another bait for the shark to get. I feel like another fish for the shark to bite. I don't feel like it, I don't feel like going. But anyway, I'll talk to him about it. My boss ain't gonna stab me in the back like that. This ain't no American truck company. Me and this guy cut a conversation. We laugh and we talk. We cuss. We laugh. We talk. He's not like most other people when they just talk to you and they stick to their shitty rules and you suffer the blunt of it. Well, anyway, all I gotta say is, y'all might think I'm sounding in a good mood. You better be glad, because most of the way I'm nasty. I usually am. In a short while or so, I'm gonna be caved in with some kind of depression. But anyway, I ain't gonna let that get the best of me. I can't help it. I'm not saying I need medication for that. I know what it is that's causing it. But I ain't gonna. Hold up a second. I thought I heard something. Let me double check that. Very strange. It sounded like somebody was knocking something. Oh shit. My bad. No, some man out there is opening the container trailer for the store. That's what it was. I thought somebody was trying to break into the truck. Anyway, while I'm here walking up and down, I'm fixing to. Oh shoot, it's 30 minutes right now. All right, yeah, that's what it was. It's that guy right there. It's a good thing I looked though, because somebody could be breaking into that truck while I'm right here. So it's like, yeah, that's my second best option. What if I go owner operator with this truck company? and climb out of this Kenworth right here and slip into that Volvo. Yeah, I know, it's a little bit too soon. I was there thinking, as soon as what's his face put that truck together, I'm gonna let that truck sit around for a while. I'm gonna save up money, take out insurance, bobtail insurance or whatever. And then, since I have no other trailer to pull, I might as well pull maybe this one. It's possible I might hook up that black Volvo to this trailer. I don't know. But depends on how they want it. But it sounds like a good idea, but something scares me. I'm not too sure. I mean, owner-operator money is much better pay. It's just the way people do things, like how he said it. They keep buying Rolex watches and spending money on fancy cars, and you know, they let their desires get the best of them. I don't stay that way. That's the reason why I said, you know, since the time I started this job, I actually maxed out X amount of thousands of dollars. It's not much though, but I'm just telling you, I don't feel like saying what's in my bank account because I feel embarrassed about it. I'm not thinking somebody's gonna tap into my savings account and rob me. I'm not afraid of that. It's just I just like protecting myself a certain way. I don't like exposing my pride and my dignity so much. But yes, I have enough to buy a fairly new, reasonable car. Not new, but like a used car. You know, like close to 2021 or something like that. Or I do have enough money to buy a much cheaper semi. I know I did see one. It was one of them foreign guys at that wheel alignment shop. They were showing me some 2008 International. He was selling for $12,000. I have close to that amount, but I'm not spending my money on that piece of shit. It's already running, it's working, but I don't like it. I like the Volvo better, because this guy is gonna make that truck look much better than most trucks that sit on the dealership lot. Nah, he's different. He's not an ordinary person. He doesn't give you that halfway deal. Whatever you tell him to do, he'll do it. But anyways, within two months, hopefully, if I last that long, hopefully nothing don't get in my way, like freight shortage, getting sick, or you know, breakdowns or anything. So far, this truck kept up. I haven't broke down. The only time I broke down is when the hose went out, the water hose went out on the side of the road, and what was it? Highway 35 in Virginia, and I-64, is it? Yeah, the water hose busted on me in the darkness. I had to pull over on the side, and I had to handicap drive this. I'm talking about this Kenworth right here. That's the only thing. I actually crawled to a nearby truck stop, like what was it? A Marathon. It was a Marathon truck stop somewhere. I crawled right up in there without shutting off, without overheating the engine, or without blowing the engine. And the engine is still in perfect shape. It didn't have no radiator fluid in it. All it had was water vaporizing all the way down to zero. It only had water in it, no radiator fluid. So I stayed there and I put more water in it from the truck stop. I went to the TA and they fixed it and they put radiator fluid in it, and I'm gone. Here I am maxing out another $6,000 more on top of whatever I had. So it's like this truck right here, man, it stayed in shape. It went in their shop more than a couple of times, but it never slowed my paycheck down at all. If I had to go in the shop and fix something minor, like all 10 tires, or you know, APU or something else, trailer brakes, it would only stay in the shop for 2 hours and come back out. It'll be all done. The paycheck doesn't slow down at all. Even though today's Friday. Yeah, this one is $600. Yeah, I had to take time off last week, but I don't think that had nothing to do with it. They skipped, maybe it did, because they skipped Monday and went to Tuesday. Yeah, I had to take time off, man, because my neck was acting up again anyway. I haven't taken time off since the last three months. But anyways, I think I'm just about done. While this truck engine is running, and I'm back here shooting this video, I'm fixing to say, I'm gonna just keep my fingers crossed. I'm sorry about the bad news about that $500 weight ticket, but anyway, sometimes you gotta get your ass kicked to learn your lesson in life. It's only two scale tickets in my entire life, you know. This is like, in my trucking experience, 22 years. This is my second one. I haven't gotten a overweight ticket at all on my side that I had to pay for. It's more like the trucking companies got it. Maybe it did come out of my paycheck, I don't know. But the thing is, coming out of my ATM card, that's what I'm referring to. This is my second time in my life I'm paying for it. Anyway, all I gotta say is, within another 2 hours, I'm not really due until 1500 o'clock. But I just got this trailer emptied out in another side of Romeoville. I think it's K-Stack. So I'm picking up a Samsung. And after, it seems like I'm just repeating the same thing like the last 4 times. So I'm gonna give you an idea. When they pick up the appliance, they usually load it up to about from the wall to right here, almost a quarter distance. Let me see, this is what, 10 feet? Almost 10 feet from right here to the wall. And the rest of the trailer is all empty. So this run right here from Romeoville to South Dakota, it's usually 3,000 pounds. Sometimes it's 5,000 pounds. Sometimes it's excuse me. Sometimes it's 1,300. Sometimes it's 2,000 pounds. I'm carrying a lot of light featherweight load going to South Dakota. Alright, man, my head's starting to spin. I don't know what to do. Maybe I better lay down because I'm fixing to pick up the next load in another couple of hours. It should be like 12 o'clock right now. Alright. So far, that's just about the most important thing I have to say. Other than that, if y'all don't hear from me, I don't know. It's just my personal business, that's all. I'll see y'all later.